And not just that, we have to leave, now I'm talking about me, and we have to leave certain things, we have to leave that morning breakfast that I enjoy with my children. Yeah. Most morning, if I can, I go out and buy char kway teow bag, I buy chi chong fen bag, and then we eat together. 4 of us eat together. I have to leave that, no more. Isn't it? It's something I have to leave. So, like what I said earlier, I am extrapolating this leaving and cleaving so that it can be meaningful to all of us. I have to leave that behind. Yeah. Of course, the daughter promised once a week they will come and see, but it may or it may not, And does it mean that you promise once a week you come back and eat one? Can we impose? I'm not sure, Yeah. So I'm not sure whether we can impose or not. Yeah. And I think basically leaving and cleaving at this juncture is where we give space to one another. We give space to one another, not to impose upon one another. Yeah. And now my last story. Yeah. Different story, different season. This last story applies to all of us. Whether we are husband or we are wife, whether we are father or mother, whether we are single or married for that matter, the season of life will change one. Yeah, different season in our life, it will change, and there's no exception. Yeah, from primary school we become secondary school, then we have to leave certain things. I remember Sarah, when we moved to Ipoh, under the work of Scripture Union, my whole family moved to Ipoh. Sarah was standard 3 in Chong Kuo School, Jalan Raja Laut. She has to leave all her friends to go to Ipoh. Not easy. Yeah. I remember when she moved to Yok Choi School in Ipoh. She moved to Standard 4, Standard 4. Wow, cannot. She cannot assimilate to the school. So every recess time, she said, Daddy, you come and you stand outside the school. I want to see you there. So every recess time, I have to go from my office and stand at the fence there at the gate there so that she can see me, Then she Fong some because she cannot leave her friend. Yeah. Of course, after a while, I went to the gate. I cannot find her. She's busy with, she has learned to cleave. She has learned to cleave with the new friends there. You understand the concept? So she leaves certain things behind in Chong Kuo Primary School. And then she goes to Yok Choi, Ipoh. Yeah. She had to cleave with those people there, but she's not cleaving yet. So she still cleave on to Daddy. So Daddy had to stand at the gate and look at her. So there's this leaving and cleaving. Every season of our life, there will be certain kind of leaving and cleaving. That is for sure one. And even go beyond my my life story, so to speak, as in family life. The last 2-3 years of COVID pandemic, I have to leave certain things. I used to travel to Hanoi. I used to travel to Brunei. I used to travel to Indonesia. Once a while, I go to Philippines. Every year, I will make 4 or 5 trips, mission trip. But I had to leave this behind. No more already. Yeah, I cannot do it. Then I learned to cleave on to certain things. I learned to speak in front of a camera. Yeah, I remember at one time I had to make a sermon. Nobody's in my family room. Just preach to the camera, preach to the camera. I had to learn to do those things, And now cannot read. Now I have to leave that behind already, Now nobody wants a video anymore. Those days, just send me the video, Just send me the video for for half a year or plus a year. Churches just say send me the video. Yeah. So there are things I have to leave also. I am 61 years old. Yeah. In another few years' time, there may be certain things I cannot do anymore. Because we cling on to certain things, you know. We cling on to our youth and our strength. Wow, we still think that we can, you know, bend and carry this thing and do that thing, you know. But one day we have to leave that behind, isn't it? Things that we want to do, we may not be able to do. Some of us cling on to our beauty and our youthfulness. We cling on to our beauty and our youthfulness. Yeah. And sometimes I think we do that too much, you know. And then once a while, like the recent wedding dinner that I had for my daughter. Why? I never see you for 20 years. You still look the same, you know. And then, of course, when we hear this, we feel very happy, right? But actually, that is bullshit, How can I look the same when I am 30 years old and now 50 years old look the same? Where God one, no such thing one. But we like to say this kind of thing, isn't it? Wow, you never change, 没有看到你这样多年没有变呢，一点都没有变呢，哪里有这样的变化来的？Didn't see you for so many years, you know, a little bit or so you never change, exactly the same. I say we like to hear all this, but not true one, not true one. Not true one. 100% not true. Cannot be one, you know. But we like to cling on to our youthfulness and our beauty. We like to cling on. We like to cling on to our usefulness. We want to be useful, right? That's why some of the older folks, it will reach a time we will say, again, I use Cantonese, 冇用咯，乜嘢都冇用咯，冇人愛我哋咯，冇用咗嘅我哋。That means our youthfulness has passed because we always think that we find our self-worth in being useful, you know. Okay, so when this thing cannot do, that thing cannot do, we cannot help our children anymore, we cannot do it, we say, oh, nobody wants me anymore, I'm useless, you know. But the fact remains that as we progress in our life, there will come a time where we even have to leave everything. This is a fact of life. I hope I won't go through this in my remaining 2-3 years in life. And I hope none of us go through this. But we cannot live forever. We cannot cling on to this body. One day, even this body, we have to leave and surrender. We have to cling on to God. That's why I say I extrapolate this word leaving and cleaving, not just in the context of husband and wife, but it's life. It's life. Okay, one day, the only thing that will last, if we can cling on to, is actually God and His word. That's the only thing that will last. The rest we will leave behind. These are all temporal things. Which we like to cling on, we like to cleave to, but one day it is actually no more. The thing that we can only cling on to is actually God and His word.